All right, another quick video. For those of you who work a 9 to 5, for everybody who works 9 to 5, you go into an office, you sit at a desk, or maybe you walk around, whatever you do in your job. A lot of people end up with the sort of the question. Some people are dead set. Nobody follows me on social media. Nobody I work with. Some people are open to it. Some people create multiple accounts so they can't follow their real account. You got like a public account that you really don't use. Some people let them follow, but they set restrictions. So the question is, should coworkers follow you on social media? Social media. Should you allow them to follow you on social media? Honestly, my thing is most people who you work with that follow you on social media, their main objective is to be nosy. It is. They want to be nosy. They want to know what you're doing. So if you work a job where you go to an office or you work for another company, you know, if you allow people to follow you on social media, just know that anybody's trying to move up that chain, anybody's trying to get in good with the manager or the supervisor or the boss, the first thing they're going to do is use your social media against you. So that's why you got to be careful that if you're going to let your coworkers follow you on social media, I would recommend that you create another account or you make your account private. Because the second you allow people into your personal life that work with you on the job, you know how people are when they're on jobs. They tell everything, everything. They're going to tell it. They're going to tell it all. Anything, any dirt they get on you, everybody going to talk about it. They're going to talk about it with everybody. My advice would be if you want to keep your privacy and you want to keep your job about the job, don't allow your coworkers to follow you on social media because you already know how some coworkers are. Especially if you're a quiet person and you're sort of a private person, they're going to be digging already. And it's bad enough that when you get, like, say, most social media set up that if they have your email or if they have your phone number, then as soon as it takes a little bit for the sort of populate, but when they put their number in their phone, it's going to show you as a suggestion, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook. Your name is going to pop up. Your social media profile is going to pop up. You're going to be a recommendation as to be a friend. So you have to ask yourself, like, do you really want your coworkers in your private life? Now, it really depends on what you post on social media. Some people don't post anything, some people post a little bit. But do you really want people in your private business? Do you really feel comfortable like that? See, when you own your own business and you self-employed, you're mainly worried about your reputation because you want more people to follow you because you're offering a service, a product. But when you work for somebody else, you got to be mindful of what you post on there. If you posting pictures of you out drinking, posting pictures of you twerking, posting pictures of you laying and falling all over people, trust me, they're not supposed to, but they definitely going to use that. Especially, some companies are, oh no, you're not a good employee. Even though it had nothing to do with your work on the job, they will use your social media as a sort of a hidden, and they'll come up with a reason like as why you can't get that promotion or you're not a good fit but you got to be careful. I would say no. Don't allow people you work with to follow you on social media. If anything, I would say create another Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter where you can post, family friendly stuff. And I would, just post stuff like, hey, great job, you know, about how much you love the job, post stuff like that, post stuff like just random pictures, but keep your private life out of it because some people, if they follow you on social media, they seem to think that you're friends. Now, I don't know how you classify a person as being a friend, but some people, if they follow you on social media and they have access to the people you connect with, family members, and all that type stuff, they want to act like they are part of that too. So you need to be mindful about that. Be careful about letting people follow you on social media, especially in the work environment. Because remember, when you go to work, your job is to advance your career. Your job is to get a paycheck. That's your purpose for going to work. Feed your family, take care of your bills, get the money you need to manage your household. When you start making work more personal, the more personal you make your job, the more problems you're going to have. That's why you got to be mindful that make sure that whatever you do on the job, it needs to be based on work. So your social media, I would say keep it private. Be careful. You can also get dummy phone numbers to set up your social media with. Use or just use your email. Get an email that you don't even use and use that to set up your social media. So whatever you use for work, it doesn't populate and generate when other people put your phone number in their phones or they get your email account and all of a sudden you're now in their suggestions. Other than that, if they do come up as a suggestion, you can just block them, or you just need to make sure your account is private. But definitely be careful about that. Like I said, I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm not saying that people you work with are bad, but I'm just saying be careful about opening up your personal life too much in your work environment on the job with different people because it could come back to bite you. Hey, thank you for checking out, man, the YouTube channel. I appreciate all the support. As always, leave a like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. I look forward to hearing you. And don't forget, this Friday, we got another show from the Simply Straight Talk podcast, man. So y'all definitely check that out because remember, new shows drop every Friday. So this Friday, we got a new episode of the Simply Straight Talk podcast coming out. And you can also check out the website, rmvigene.com. If you want to go there, see what I do, check out some of the poetry I write, check out some of the podcasts, man, check out some of the things I do. And so that was it. Catch y'all on the next one.